Jogging along the ocean shore is a ritual for Julie Moss. Many call Moss the most famous triathlete in the world after she literally crawled to the finish line in the 1982 Hawaii Ironman World Championship. She came in second in that race. The Hawaii Ironman World Championship, 3.8 kilometers swimming, 180 kilometers biking, and a 42-kilometer run. The race was broadcast live on American TV.
I watched it on television, and I was mesmerized, having not really done anything competitively, athletically. I was a surfer girl from California. I was a student up in Central California, and I was studying physical education and kinesiology, and I thought this would be a great senior project.
So Moss packed her bags and headed to Hawaii.
I looked at this as a school project, right? And my typical reaction to school projects was wait, and then do everything at the last minute. Thinking, okay, that'll work for an Ironman triathlon, 2.4 miles of ocean swimming, 112 miles of cycling, and 26.2 miles of running. Okay, maybe I was completely crazy.
With no special training, Moss unexpectedly found herself leading the race. But suddenly, her body gave in.
Within the last 10 miles of the marathon that I was in trouble. My calories didn't seem to be giving me any energy, and I was so inexperienced with that long of day. So for the last hour, I felt like I was just trying to get from one aid station to the other, get a little nutrition, and then the final mile is where my legs collapsed. I had to fight the urge to want to quit and give up, and just refocus on what I could do. And what I could do was figure out a way to get myself up off the ground when my legs weren't paying attention to the signals from my mind. I figured out I could use my arms, and then that will to win came in.
Moss confesses she felt ashamed. After all, she was being watched by dozens of millions of viewers. Of millions of viewers.
It was difficult physically because my body was falling apart. I think as hard as it got physically, my mind got stronger. It had to. That was my only defense.
She kept fighting. She literally crawled to the finish line with thousands watching. Kathleen McCartney, who was initially about 20 minutes behind, got ahead of Moss steps away from the finish line. She later said she didn't even notice Moss and just wanted to finish the grueling race. But the world will forever remember Moss.
Ironman changed my life, and what changed happened in that final mile of the Ironman. And I have learned so much about when you're in extreme situations, that is when you find out what you're truly made of. And what America saw and then the world saw in my Ironman race was that we all have a place inside us that we can go if we're willing to.
Moss never quit triathlons. She married an athlete, and now it is their son who takes part in competitions. Today, due to health reasons, Moss can't run marathons, but she says she has another dream she wishes to fulfill.
One of the dreams still out there is to maybe be there on the start line of the 50th anniversary of the Ironman.
Some might say it sounds crazy, but nothing, it seems, is impossible for Moss. And she proved that not just to millions, but to herself, already back in 1982. For Angelina Bagdasaryan in Carlsbad, California, NRI's VOA News.